I been in Norway for a few years in exile, living there, trying to establish a family, wanted to really isolate myself from the rest of this planet, living just in a suburb in Oslo with my lovely family, my wife Fatma Suslu, my kids, Isak Rumi, which is my own kid, born on the 7th of July 2006. But all this, that was my own dream of a tranquil life, letting the Illuminati go, just publishing my confession, was destroyed the moment that they took away from me my family. They took away from me the thing I care most for, which was my wife and my child, and they even got me arrested on my birthday. And at that point, sorry, but I couldn't even think about being connected in any way anymore with the Muslim faith, because the way the organization of my wife acted when I, on the 4th of March, said I will publish certain photos of me and Muslim leaders if you don't let me see my son. Already I didn't see my son for a couple of weeks. I didn't know what happened to him. And then the police instead arrested me and took all the computers, all the mobile phones with the pictures, all the stuff, because they are scared that I will publish these photos with Muslim leaders. Well,
what would be so revealing about those photos with the Muslim leaders, if you don't mind me asking?
Because they are Muslim leaders that usually don't get to get photographed with anybody.
Right.
It's very difficult that they give even permission to get photographed with you.
And what would be the trivial nature of those pictures? What would be so controversial about them?
That there were secret meetings that went on during those pictures, that those people are the secret occult government, let's say, the shadow government of certain countries, like for example Turkey. So here we're talking about people who are actually in control of whole governments. We're not talking about some sects.
Right.
Here. You know, it's not like a sect. These are people who are controlling the Turkish government, or the Wahhabis are in control of Saudi Arabia, or the Shiites are in control. I mean, they're all different groups within the Muslim world, but each of them seems to be connected to the Jesuits and corrupt. At some point during they get corrupt. Because the thing is this: an Arab wants to always make money, wants to make business.
Right.
You know. So if I say to an Arab, welcome to the Vatican, even the Saudi Arabian king goes and kisses the Pope's ring, you know, and that we have seen a few months ago. And
right.
So, you know, that's how it is. You know. So he has the oil, but the Pope always has the blessings.
Right. So it would have been.
So yesterday on the Yahoo homepage they were saying, let's discuss some trivia about the gas prices and the Pope's secrets, you know, because they were making a comparison. Well, I mean, they are both part of the demonic world we are living in. Both the gas and oil prices going up every day, and at the same time the hypocrisy of the Pope growing every day, because he himself is gay. He has a pedophile past, and at the same time he goes out to the United States and says, "Oh, I am very sorry, this priest, no, they will be casted out of the church." Well, so what? Is he going to cast himself out of the church? Is he going to watch himself in the mirror and spit at himself? If Ratzinger, known also as Benedict XVI, did something like that, maybe, you know, we could start thinking that there was a genuine thought of, you know, some kind of heart.
So the Pope is gay?
The Pope is unequivocally, he's totally gay.
He's totally gay.
He was condemned even in Germany many years ago for a pedophilia thing.
Really?
He's not only gay.
Really?
His lover, though, has been thrown out of the Vatican a few weeks ago.
What is his lover's name? Do you know?
No, I don't. I don't really like to say this kind of things.
Okay.
Because I think also another thing. I know who the guy is. I tell you, poor guy.
I understand.
He's been kicked out of the Vatican now because the cardinals went after him and said, you know, we can't have this kind of hypocrisy going on. But he's an innocent guy. You understand?
Right.
In the hands of the Pope, the real evil guy is the Pope there.
Right.
I think it's not his lover.
I understand what you're saying.
I find myself a little bit, you know, I feel sorry for this guy.
Right.
You know, but he's been kicked out of the Vatican, and the Pope was very sad because he's been literally kicked out of the Vatican. in a very brutal way a month ago, because things are starting to change. Pressure is starting to build up even within the Vatican walls. But at the same time, in the Vatican, we have 40 cardinals who have converted to the Muslim religion. So, and we have a secret deal between the Muslims and the Jesuits. And this deal, I can show you later a book.
Yes, please do.
That I can make you see, is sealed in the book called, between brackets, Peace and Tolerance, because I mean, they have great title, these people. They're very nice with words. But
Right.
it's actually a geopolitical book. It's nothing about peace and tolerance in the Sufi way. It's about geopolitics and about the New World Order. There is a chapter called New World Order. I'm going to
Right.
show you the chapter on the book, New World Order,
Okay.
by Fethullah Gulen, and introduced by senior Jesuit head of the interreligious affairs for the Jesuits, which is Thomas Michel,
Okay.
leading figure of Georgetown University.
Mm.
Fethullah Gulen is a very important guy. This guy in the Illuminati is very important. I have to go and speak with this guy.
And he's a Jesuit.
No, Fethullah Gulen is the head of the movement, which also my wife is part, which is this Muslim movement, which
Okay.
rules Turkey. He's ruling literally Turkey.
Okay.
But the preface of the book is written by Thomas Michel, who introduces him, because they are working like this, the Jesuits and the Muslims. And in one way, they promote people like Fethullah Gulen, because Fethullah Gulen represents for the public the opposite of Osama bin Laden. At least that's what they like to say.
Right.
But both people work for the same agency and are protected by the same agency. So it's all a farce. The world is in a way of a very few people compared to the majority that doesn't know what's happening. So it's true. There is the few and the chosen, like Alistair Crowley wrote, that rule the many and the unknown. And that's because the many and the unknown, which is the profane world out there, doesn't want to know the truth, because the truth is very uncomfortable. If you will know the truth, you will discover that democracy has never existed on this planet and never will exist. Democracy is the illusion, is the government that people deserve because they have elected that government. So, you know, a democracy is an illusion, it doesn't exist. Because the people that count are the corporates, people that count are the aristocrats who rule the knighthoods, the Masonic establishment, again, rules the banking system. There's certain families in the Illuminati important that have certain particular characteristics, so they are very powerful within the Illuminati establishment. And I mentioned before Rockefeller and also Rothschild as probably the key families for that kind of influence.